Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Mo and Dave. And of course, I'm Dave. Uh, this video is going to be on apartments here, and this is just for my area. I don't know about other areas. I'm on Samar Island, northwest, called Calbayog City. So when I was uh, getting our first apartment, I was actually back in the States, finishing up some business stuff, and Mo was moving from her boarding room into the apartment. And she said, I found this apartment. It's 8,000 peso. And me being me, hey, let's save money and figure it out as we go. 8,000 peso at the time. I was getting around 55, 56 peso at the time. I think it's 58.3 or 58.6 today, something like that. So anyways, at the time, it was about $142 a month. So here you put first month, last month deposit. So it's $24,000 to move in. And then, so I got here. It's a tiny little apartment. Anyways, we're in that apartment, and I'll go ahead and pop the video in here. This will explain why we had to move. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so in the Philippines, they have a lot of windows, and I'm probably echoing in here, but these are they just tilt. They let out all the energy. They don't close. Little geckos, bugs, everything comes through these windows here. So that's the number one thing. If you're gonna rent an apartment, try to stay away from these windows unless you're in a cool area, because your air conditioner will just run nonstop with windows like this. And in the front of the house, they have regular windows. So these are fine. This was a spigot, but it didn't work. It was broken from the get-go. So we just filled up our water right here for our showers. And we did all our paint touch-up. There's the stairwell. And you can see, it used to be green up here. He put one coat on, so he did a lot of patches and then did one coat. You can still see the green through the wall. You can really see it here. So it was never really properly painted. It took him 2 weeks to paint less than 500 square feet, which is unheard of. So you can see right through it. And here's the stains. Now the reason we mainly moved is because we gave him 3 attempts and water kept coming through the light bulbs, and I had to replace the light bulb and fill back up with water. You can see stains. It's dripping everywhere. So every time it rained, all my clothes, you can see the mold. It's all about money and greed, right? All about money and greed. Sorry that your stuff got destroyed, but you signed a contract with us. And we fixed the leak, supposedly, but they didn't fix the leak. So as you can see from that apartment, it's very small, 10 foot wide, 24 and a half, 25 foot long, minus a stairway. So that took up quite a bit of square footage in there too. The roof was leaking right through the ceiling, created some water damage on our mattress. We had to, buy a new mattress because it literally left black stains on the mattress. And like I said, I don't like spores. So, I paid December 15th. And in the Philippines, it's from the day you move in. They don't prorate it to the 1st. If you move on the 15th, the 16th, the 19th, the 12th, that's your rent, 12th to 12th, 17th to the 17th. It's how they do it here. So we moved out right after Christmas. And we just moved right up the street to a brand new apartment. And so I couldn't get my Wi-Fi moved for like 10 days. And I figured, well, I'll just go down there and use the Wi-Fi because I can get on the scooter and be there in 2 minutes. So, but all the neighbors talked. You probably saw that in the video. Everyone knows what you're doing before you know what you're doing. Because there's a lot of gossip around here. So the owner contacts me and says, hey, you need to give me my keys back. I said, well, I paid through January 15th. Well, you moved out. You need my key. I need my keys. I'm thinking, well, I got to get my Wi-Fi moved. So I ended up paying a little extra to get the Wi-Fi moved to the other apartment just to get the hell out of there. Meanwhile, I lost 16,000 peso. I didn't get the last month and didn't get the deposit back. But at that point, after trying to deal with this guy for 3 weeks straight, I was willing to give $500 up. It's absolutely insane. Like I said in that little clip, Christmas morning at 5:30 in the morning, I had a guy on my roof banging sheet metal. Christmas morning. And we had company at our house. It was just horrendous. So that goes to common sense. It's not about common sense. It's just not knowing any better. They just want to fix it. I get it. You just got to walk outside and go, hey, I'm sleeping, man. You're 2 foot above my head, banging with a hammer on sheet metal. It's pretty loud in my house. So anyways, we moved from there to the other apartment. The other apartment was nice. It was big. We would have probably stayed there. I wish I had a little more security because our first apartment had no security. But we went from $8,000 to $12,000 a month. And that went from $142 to $214, $15 a month. We liked the apartment. They put the big water tank inside the apartment and the pressure switch inside the apartment. So no matter what you did, if you woke up in the middle of the night, use the restroom, flush the toilet, you'd hear the pump run. Loud. Wow. I'm sure the neighbors, I could hear the neighbors' pumps run too. So anyways, we learned to deal with that because we had great water pressure. Love the shower because usually it's a drizzle or your bucket scooping. So we had this great pressure in there. Just loved it. And then they built an apartment right behind us. And you'll see those videos right now. And kind of the reason why we had to move from there. Okay, so this is when you first walk in. You have a front area here. I have my desk set up over here. You do have security bars, which is really nice. About 420, 450 square feet. Has a lot of space, counter space for here. I'm going to turn the water on. Maybe. Here's the pump. Let's see if it. Nope. So the pump gets jammed up and you got to spin it down there, or it burns it out. Anyways, at night, anytime somebody flushed the toilet, that pump would go bananas. So that pump would go bananas, and it was so loud at night. And the water only runs at nighttime and fills this tank up. So it's like a echoey, loud waterfall inside of this tank. So I could hear it every night when I sleep at about 2 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, we liked it. I'm going to show you one more thing. Let's see if I can, I'll spin you around here, set you up. And I don't know if it's going to show or not, so hold on. Alright, so this right here is concrete. I'll get you a nice close-up of that. That is the neighbor's concrete wall. Literally built right up against our apartment. So brutal. Anyways, I'm going to take you upstairs. The other thing I'm going to point out, I had a knee replacement and my knee didn't go too well, the replacement. The first riser on this step, and you can see them, that first riser is like 13 inches. The next step riser is probably 9, the next one's 9, the next one's 10, the next one's 12. So it's very inconsistent riser. So when I'm going up, I gotta use the rail and really pull myself up this damn thing. Whew. It's pretty hot in here, guys. All right, so upstairs, it's a small bedroom, and additional bathroom. So kind of wheel this in here. Hopefully you can see it all. This window used to be vented out to the back porch, so you could get rid of the humidity and the dampness from taking a shower. And I'll show you what happened, is they eliminated that. So we lost all of that. These windows used to be for exterior, and your air con actually sat on this rack. But what happened was, and this was your exterior door, and you had a slider. What happened was, used to be a balcony, air conditioner, balcony, nice chrome rail. Next door neighbor built a house. Now we got to fill it in. Our future closet, right? That's what they say. Easy money. This was our balcony. That building next to us went straight up. It just had raw brick. So now all of a sudden, bathroom window, balcony, and we couldn't run the air con because the hot air vented in here. So we lost this whole area of ventilation system, and it was nice when you could open the windows and get the cross breeze in here. So overall, we loved the apartment, but we couldn't deal with it. We just couldn't deal with the constant construction behind us. They'd start at 7 o'clock in the morning and would bang till 5 o'clock every single day, 6, 7 days a week. It's non-stop. So all I'm gonna do is show you the other apartment that we moved into, which is a smaller unit and a little bit more money, but the quality of the construction is way better. This unit ran us 12,000 peso a month, and then our other unit runs us 15,000 peso. And I'll put in exactly how much that is on the video here. So our peso right now is bouncing between high 56 all the way up to 58, I think. So somewhere around the 220 range. So I'm gonna kick these lights off, and then I'm gonna get the hell out of here. And the best part, you got the door, and you got a security gate that you can lock at night, so you get a double security. And we did enjoy that, that's for sure. All right, guys, I'll go over all the costs when I get back to the new apartment, and I'll show you a quick pic of the outside here. I know. So that was in the first 6 months, 2 apartments. We were in the first one June through December, so 5 months. Then we moved into that one January 15th or January 1st, and we moved out of that one by June. So it's 5 months, 5 months. But the second apartment was pretty nice because we paid $36,000 total. First month, last month deposit, no contract. I made sure there was no contract because I wasn't going to get stuck again. Then when they built that house right up against us, we had to hear that banging for months. So it was pretty miserable. And then right across the street, you had a family there that was just so disrespectful. And they'd come over and sit on your scooter and smoke a cigarette and think everything was theirs. So I said, I need a place with security. I need security. You know, My anxiety level was getting up there. The banging constantly was getting up there. And we lost that back balcony, so we couldn't even run AC in the back room, and it was hot upstairs, very, very hot. So, you know, you open your window to vent it out so it'll dry. Your shower area will dry. Now you can't vent it out. You vent it out into a closet, and that's what that video was showing us. I can't live there. So we've been looking at the apartment we're in right now, this one, and I'm so happy and so fortunate to be here, other than the crazy barking dog that I'm slowly getting used to. So the second apartment, we said, hey, we're going to be out of here by 1st of June. He's like, perfect. You can use a $12,000 for that. We'll hold the $12,000 until your utilities come in. We'll deduct that, and then we'll give you back the remaining balance. We're like, cool. No problem. Super nice. Best part is the owner of this apartment, I believe it was his sister, is married to that guy that owns that apartment. And these are some really good people compared to our first apartment, which was just there to take everybody's money. So this apartment, and I'm going to do another walkthrough. I did a quick video real fast, but now that we're in it and got shelves up and stuff done, Mo is willing to show it herself. So I'll let her do that video. But this apartment was $15,000. So this apartment, first month, last month deposit was $45,000. So that's equivalent to $267 per $15,000. So $246, I don't know, almost $800, around $800 to be able to move in here. Excuse me. And I've had no complaints. None. It's been a great apartment. I had built-in wall lockers, bed frames already here, beautiful doors, good hardware, nice sinks, wash area, big garage for my security. There goes that anxiety. It's over with. We got our 2-burner out there to cook. We have our washing machine. We have a hang-up bar out there. Our generator sits out there. So I'm going to show you the video of our new apartment. Talk to you in just a minute. All right, guys, so I'm going to start this video off. This is my new apartment. This apartment is 15,000 peso, which is equivalent to about 260 US dollar. We're getting about 57.4 peso per US dollar right now. So anyways, I'm going to walk you through. There's a garage right outside of this door, but I'm going to start here in the living room, laundry room, bathroom downstairs, and then kitchen, of course, and then we'll go up the stairs and look at the bedrooms up there. So, all right, let's get to it. All right, so the first thing I did when I came in is I readjusted the striker plates. So I put this little weather strip in here because they don't have weather strips in the Philippines, and I don't like critters and bugs coming in. And also, and you can see where it's peeling off a little bit up here. Basically, I'm just trying to create insulation on everything. So I had to chisel this out a little bit, move these this way so the door will close nice and tight. And that way, I don't see light through the doors. They don't have door jams. So what we have is this little guy right down here. It kind of goes on both sides of the door. And it creates a little bit of a seal on the bottom of the door so we don't end up with a bunch of rodents in here. And once again, when you're running the air con, it's sucking air back through. So it's sucking all that hot air through all these gaps everywhere that they have here. And you're just throwing money out the door here. It's kind of crazy, but so we just do, I guess, the best we can with what we have, and try to reduce the outside air from coming in. So if you look at the door, you don't see any sunlight coming through. And at the bottom, you'll see a little bit of sunlight coming through there. But I got a remedy for that. We're going to extend that out a whole 1.5 inches. All right, so it's pretty nice. These are built-ins. You got shelf unit on one side, double rod for hanging, and then really nice drawers. Guys, they built this thing on site, which is
unbelievable. They don't have all the big power tools and stuff, but they do a really good job. They have the bed box, I call it, down here. Throw your mattress on, you're good to go. All right, so we'll head back to the other rooms here. Oh, it's pretty funny. They actually set up 4 cable in all the rooms. Plenty of receptacles. And then the best part, let's go in here and turn this light on here. So, what's interesting is a lot of bathrooms, like I said, downstairs don't have a sink. This one has an outlet up here for the water heater that we'll be putting in. We'll show that. It has a fan, an exhaust fan, which this is the first apartment I've ever seen with an exhaust fan. This is pretty nice. Nice big shower, about 6'1", and there's plenty of room in here for me. Now we are going to be putting a curtain rod up in here because I don't like the whole bathroom getting soaked. So there's a stairwell. I'm sure she'll have me hang a picture or something out there. Another aircon spot, window with a screen, and then another war locker. And another bed box down here, just throw a mattress on and you're good to go. And then we'll walk outside here. Now the view, that's what it's about. So the terrace is just big enough actually to put a small table out there and a couple of chairs, and you have a receptacle out there so you can plug in your little hot water heater and make yourself some coffee or tea in the morning. So, but that's it, guys. This is 15,000 peso per month. Trying to find the light switch still. Turn this on. There we go. 15,000, which actually is right at 260 a month. If you run the split air cons, your electric will probably be between 4,000 and 6,000 peso a month. So you're looking about. It's going to light outside. So you're looking about 80 to 100 bucks for electric every month. Well, if you have any questions, let me know. I'll show the outside here in just a minute. It's actually just 2 units in this building. And then up on the top deck is actually a big lookout, and it's for the owner's friends when they come into town. And they said we can use that top deck anytime we want. So it comes with a lot of perks. For $260 a month, you can't beat it. All right, guys. Talk to you soon.
All right. So hopefully you like that. You'll see the difference between the first, the second, and the third apartment. Big difference. Here, the stairs are perfect risers, which I need because I got a really bad knee. And when I have those off-level steps, it affects my lower back. So I'm extremely happy to be here because I can walk up and down them nice and easy. I don't have that bad pinch in my back. There's enough bad stairs all over this country. They're all uneven. They don't believe in keeping the same riser all the way up. It's 1 foot, 8 inches, 17 inches, 12 inches, 4 inches, 9 inches. It's just that. I don't know. I don't know where they got their math from, but whatever. Stairs. So the big thing is losing money. Being in a hurry, jumping into a place. When you find an apartment, drive over there in the evening. See what it's like at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. Because if there's a ton of dogs barking and creating chaos, it's miserable living in those places. Our first apartment, I bet you there's 15 to 20 dogs running up and down the street at all hours. Our apartment is in the front of the building. That's all I could hear. It was miserable. Did the best I could. Earplugs, whatever I could. Left the AC running all night. Still wouldn't drown out the barks because there's no insulation in these things. You can hear an ant fart on the outside of your wall. Believe me. Very paper thin. Concrete radiates sound. Doesn't stop it. It just keeps it going forever. So look into your apartment. Make sure everything is working. The valves, water. What time does the water come on? Some places, like when we were at the bottom of the hill, we wouldn't have water. We had to wait till a certain time, and then we'd have water. So, and then you're filling up buckets and jugs, and your life is rotating around, making sure your buckets are full so you can flush your toilet or take a bath. or shower, or scoop shower, I should say. So that first apartment was pretty rough. The second apartment, we had the big tank and the pressure pump. Loved that. Third apartment, pump in our back room, pumps up the city water to a big tank on the top. We don't run out of water. So I'm very, very happy. But go and watch that place. Drive over there at 5 in the morning, 5:30. Check it out. See how loud it is. Just park down the street. Listen. I'm telling you, you move into a place and sign a contract with these people, you're going to lose your deposit in last month. Period. We're not going to give it back. So you might as well find the right place. If you got to stay in an Airbnb or a hotel for an extra month just to find a perfect place, I think it's worth that extra month. If you're paying whatever it is, 15,000 to 18,000 staying at a hotel, it's a lot cheaper than throwing away a bunch of money. So plus you got to move. You know, when you move into a place, you're going to be buying dishes and silverware. You know, try to find a place that's furnished. Like this, I wish this apartment was finished when we were first looking. I would have taken it. I wish I wasn't so cheap at the beginning, and I would have just found something in that price range, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000. You know, but I didn't know really the budget. I kind of had an idea. I've traveled here a lot, but I've never lived here full time. So I wanted to be a little more conservative, and it cost me at the end. So I would rather to redo it. I'd rather just get the nicer place right off the bat, and then I'll work my budget around my apartment. So, but yeah, this one's 15,000 pesos, 267 ish, depending on the peso per dollar, and that's about it. So, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Do your due diligence, study where you're going to live, and hopefully you learn from my mistakes. All right, guys. Till the next video, take care.